Hello and welcome, and we are here to answer the question, which is, do the glow in the dark marker really works? If you're looking for a true glow in the dark marker, unfortunately there is a catch to it, because there are different types of glow in the dark markers and people have to understand that the functions are different. The two different type of glow in the dark markers are phosphorescent and fluorescent markers. Now, phosphorescent markers are those type of markers which basically store the light in them and then reflect the light or throw back the light gradually. Now, what's the advantage of them is they don't need any kind of UV light. So all you need is the exposure to a little light, and then they will store the light in them. These small little particles, they store the light in them and then they will throw back the light. Now, Sakura glow in the dark markers are one of those kind of markers which use phosphorescent pigmentation. Like all phosphorescent materials, they need to be regularly exposed to UV lights, likely from the sun, in order to retain their luminescence in the dark. After a while of not being exposed to the sunlight, the glow will wear off. This is why the application of the marker with glow in the dark markers in deep warehouses and storages is problematic. The other type of markers are fluorescent markers. Fluorescent markers such as the alcohol-based paint markers and fluorescent water-based markers. These are the glow-in-the-dark markers which reflect the ultraviolet or UV light. Lamps that exclusively emit UV light, otherwise known as the black light, do not emit light that are visible to the human eye. This is because it is outside the spectrum of the visible light. However, if the material has a color pigmentation with the ability to reflect UV light, the process of reflection bends the frequency of the light and you would be able to see the light. So this is how the neon markers normally work. I know it's too hard to understand, but the idea is that you need to understand what do you need. Do you need markers that would store the light in them, or do you need the markers which would reflect the UV light? So here are the top markers which we found to be interesting. As I told you, Sakura solid marker glow in the dark. This is storing the light inside and then would reflect the light slowly. And if you need reflective lights, I'll give you the best three options. The liquid chalk markers by Crafty Croc. These are good neon markers, have very good reviews. Then we have black light reactive electric neon permanent markers. These are by Direct Glow. And the third one are also liquid chalk markers by Crafty Croc, which are also doing their job in a good way and have good user reviews. So that's the video today. Hope you like it. See you again.